I'd say that my inspiration for kind of songwriting is my friends and family and the experiences I've had with them, but also living in Scotland and the gorgeous scenery that we've got and the gorgeous nature. It's so nice just to, have a walk and just sit and write. In terms of kind of influences, I think Lizzy McAlpine and Joni Mitchell are huge ones for me. But I also listen to such a wide range of things. I love Norah Jones, and I want to kind of implement more of her sort of style into my music as well. I think the first instrument that I had was a bright pink guitar, but I remember not really playing it that much. It was when I was, I think, 8, and I was given my first violin, and that was the first instrument that I played, and I played that all through school, playing something, and sound was coming out, whether it was good or not. At the time, it was not. But it was like, I'm making this sound, and it was, I don't know, it was really cool, and I think that, sparked my interest. I really was into Little Mix when I was younger, and I remember seeing them on stage and thinking that's where I want to be, and I still do that to this day. Like, I saw Olivia Dean a couple of years ago, and I came away from that gig just so like excited and inspired. I was like, I want that to be me. So yeah. I think very much indie folk sort of style, but I've written a few things recently that are a little bit more kind of jazz, sort of pop, which I am really excited to explore further. Yeah, I think it's different depending on the song. A lot of the time, the first thing is that I have a feeling, so either something's happened or I'm emotional about whatever it is, and it just sort of comes pouring out. And those are the times it feels really good and very easy, and it is just like a journal entry almost. But other times I will have something that I want to write about specifically, and I just sit down with a notepad. I always have pen and paper because I just feel like that helps me write. And I just scribble down as many words as I can, phrases, words, whatever it is. My friend Zane told me this. He did this thing where he walked the 7 hills of Edinburgh, and at each one of them just sat down and wrote everything that he could see. And so I've totally stolen that. I haven't done the hills yet, but I just go to different places and like at the beach or whatever, and I'll sit down and just write everything, whether it's, like a dog running across the beach or a couple, an old man, and then I can start to like sit down and pick out different bits and see what fits together and what sort of story I can make up or intertwine with something that's happening like in my real life. Found is about, I call it my wee healing song, and it is about me coming out of a sort of toxic time in my life, and also falling in love again with a city that I had grown to sort of hate because of my experiences there. But then I moved there and just absolutely loved it. And kind of seeing, or my friends and my family seeing me come back to life again. Yeah, so it kind of came about a couple of years ago, and I brought it to my band that I was rehearsing with at that point, and I was like, it's not really much, but like I've got this song, and they were like, no, this is good, like we should do something with this. And one bit that I really liked was my friend, who I've known since I was absolutely tiny, she sort of just started echoing my lines as if she was like responding to me. So the backing vocals in verse 2, I think, are kind of like her response to me like telling her things, which I quite like. I started just myself and a guitar. It's the same chord progression all the way through. I want it to be super simple, very kind of laid back. Lizzy McAlpine has a song that starts completely raw, just her and a guitar, and then has this kind of like gentle drop of when all the other instruments come in, and that's what I kind of wanted for the start of Found. So James and I worked on that to keep it completely raw and very vulnerable at the start, just so it was like me kind of talking like a journal entry almost, and then just like slowly building up the layers. I'm going to go raw, honest, and personal. I think my favourite would be I Realise Love Should Be Pretty, because it feels very basic, but I've had a lot of people really resonate with that and like reach out and say that they're like, yeah, it should be. That choosing to work on yourself and to love yourself, and it's a bit cliche, but I think that is just a really important message that I'd love people to take away from things. But I also really like the idea that although it's a specific story to me from a specific experience, people can sort of hear and feel things that I maybe didn't intend, but it really resonates with them. Lyrics. Live. Both. Acoustic. Play by ear. Oh. I feel like 80s. Yeah, I do. Like, I've realised that I've unintentionally attracted an audience of the older generation because I play a lot of 80s covers. Yeah, I'm like playing REO Speedwagon and they're like, yeah.